You walk into a meeting, you look put together, you feel confident, and then you spend 3 minutes digging through your bag trying to find a pen. That one moment can quietly undo everything. The bag you carry to work says a lot, but more than that, it either makes your day easier or harder, and most women over 30 are still carrying the wrong one. So today, we are going to fix that. I put together a full breakdown of the best work bags for women in their 30s and beyond. Bags that are actually worth your money, that fit your life, and that don't make you look like you just grabbed whatever was on sale. Whether you are in an office 5 days a week, working high grid, or constantly bouncing between meetings and errands, there is something here for you. We're covering different styles, different budgets, and I will tell you exactly what to look for so you stop wasting money on bags that look great on the shelf but fall apart after 2 months. Here's the thing about work bags. When you're in your 20s, you can get away with almost anything. A cute tote, a trendy mini bag, whatever. But when you hit your 30s, your needs change completely. You're carrying more. A laptop, a charger, your lunch maybe, a notebook, your phone, your wallet, keys, sometimes even a change of shoes. You need a bag that holds everything without looking like a grocery haul. And on top of that, you want something that looks professional, something that matches a blazer but also works with jeans on a Friday, something that does not scream, "I bought this at a discount store," but also doesn't cost you 3 months of rent. The market is flooded with options, and it's genuinely confusing. You search best work bag, and you get a list of 40 bags with no real explanation of why each one made the cut. So let me actually walk you through this properly. First, let's talk about what actually matters in a work bag. Before we get to specific bags, I want to give you a checklist in your head, because the best bag for you depends on a few things. How much do you carry daily? If you have a 13 or 15-inch laptop, that changes everything. Not every bag is laptop friendly, and even the ones that say they are sometimes have sleeves that barely fit, or no padding at all. How do you commute? If you're on a train or walking, you want something structured that doesn't flop around or dig into your shoulder. If you drive, you have a bit more flexibility. What does your workplace look like? A law firm, a creative agency, and a hospital all have different vibes. Your bag should match where you're going. How long is your day? If you're out from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., you need a bag that can handle a full day's worth of everything without falling apart or losing its shape. Okay, now let's get into the actual bags. The structured tote. This is the classic work bag for good reason. A structured tote sits upright, holds its shape, and usually has enough room for everything you need. The key word here is structured. A floppy tote looks messy by noon. A structured one looks intentional all day. What to look for? Thick straps that don't cut into your shoulder, a zipper or snap closure at the top so nothing falls out, interior pockets so you're not digging for your phone, and a flat bottom so it stands on its own. Great options in this category range from around $80 to a few hundred depending on the brand and material. You don't have to spend a lot to get a good one, but do not go too cheap either because the hardware and stitching on very inexpensive totes tend to give out fast. Some names worth looking at in this category, Kuyana, Lowe & Sons, and Dagnay Dover all make structured totes that women who actually use them every day love. They're not flashy, they're just really, really good at their job. The laptop bag that doesn't look like a laptop bag. This is my personal favorite category because it solves such a specific problem. Regular laptop bags look corporate and boxy, but you can't just shove your laptop into a regular handbag and hope for the best. That's how screens crack. The solution is bags that are designed to carry a laptop but look like a sleek tote or a chic shoulder bag. You would never know from the outside that there's a padded laptop sleeve inside. Brands that do this really well include Nomo, Mahi Leather, and again, Dagnay Dover with their Land & Carry-All. These bags have a dedicated laptop sleeve that actually protects your device, plus they look polished from the outside. If you're in a more corporate environment, look for something in black, camel, or navy. These are the most versatile colors, and they go with essentially everything in a work wardrobe. The leather shoulder bag. If you're in a role where you meet clients, present to leadership, or simply want to look extremely put together every single day, a leather shoulder bag is your best friend. This is not a bag you stuff. This is a bag you edit. You carry the essentials, wallet, phone, a small notebook, your keys, and it looks elegant and intentional. Some women use this alongside a tote, throwing the leather bag inside and pulling it out for meetings. Investment leather bags hold their shape for years and often look better as they age. In this category, look at brands like Coach, Strathberry, Pauline, or even Mansur Gavriel if you want something that leans more artistic. These are not budget bags, but if you treat them well, you get years of use out of them. If leather is not your thing for ethical reasons, there are incredible vegan leather options now that are genuinely hard to tell apart from the real thing. Matt & Nat is one of the best in that space.
The work backpack. Okay, hear me out. Backpacks for work used to feel very college student energy, but the design of work backpacks has come so far in the last few years that this is now a completely legitimate option for professional women. The reason more women in their 30s are switching to backpacks is simple. Your back and shoulders will thank you. Carrying everything on one shoulder every single day adds up. A good work backpack distributes the weight evenly and can actually hold more than a tote. The key is finding one that looks intentional and not like something you bought for a hiking trip. Brands like Air, Baboon to the Moon, and Fjallraven make backpacks that are clean, structured, and professional looking. Senrive also makes a leather backpack that is genuinely stunning. Look for one with a dedicated laptop compartment, a front pocket for easy access items, and ideally something with a chest strap if you are carrying heavy loads. The convertible bag. This is the bag for women whose life does not fit into one category. You start the day with a meeting, end it at happy hour, and somewhere in between you are running errands or picking up kids or going to the gym. A convertible bag goes from tote to backpack to crossbody depending on how you configure the straps. This sounds gimmicky, but when it is done well, it is genuinely life-changing. Brands like Bays, Calpac, and Rothy's make convertibles that hold up to daily use and look put together enough for an office. The one thing to check with convertibles is that the transition between modes is actually easy to do. Some of them are so complicated that you need 10 minutes and a YouTube tutorial just to switch the straps. Test it before you commit. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. The best work bag is not the most expensive one. It's not the trendiest one. It's the one that fits your actual life. I see so many women buy a bag because it looked beautiful in a photo and then abandon it after 2 weeks because it does not have enough pockets or the straps dig in or it does not fit their laptop. That's not a bag problem. That's a bought the wrong bag problem. When you're shopping, think about your Tuesday, not your fantasy Tuesday where you glide into an office looking like a magazine editorial. Your real Tuesday. What are you carrying? How far are you walking? What meetings are you in? Buy for that Tuesday. Everything else will follow. Also, and this is important, color matters more than people think. Black is safe and goes with everything, but it can look heavy. Camel or tan is incredibly versatile and brightens up an outfit. Navy is professional and a bit unexpected. Burgundy is rich and works brilliantly in fall and winter. Neutral browns and cognac shades are having a real moment right now, and honestly, they look great with both warm and cool-toned wardrobes. Let me quickly recap what we covered. Structured totes are the workhorses, great for everyday use and holding a lot without looking chaotic. Laptop bags that don't look like laptop bags are perfect if you need to protect your tech but still look sleek. Leather shoulder bags are your go-to for elevated client-facing days. Work backpacks are a game changer if you commute or carry heavy loads every day. And convertible bags are the answer if your life looks different every single day. The thing all of these have in common is that they were designed with a working woman's actual needs in mind, not fashion for fashion's sake. Real function, real durability, and yes, they still look great. You deserve a bag that works as hard as you do. You have earned it. And once you find the right one, you'll wonder why you waited so long to upgrade. Drop a comment below telling me what bag you carry to work right now. I want to know what you're working with.